Hi, I'm Brandon, and today I'm taking a look at Ryan McIntosh. It's kind of funny because if you look at this picture here of him in the more modern day, it looks absolutely nothing like the guy seen in the episode. But let's take a look at the wiki page here. It says Ryan Douglas McIntosh is a predator featured in the Fort Myers, Florida edition of To Catch a Predator. Nothing really stands out about him because of his quiet, boring personality during his interview with Chris Hansen. Ryan, a 23-year-old owner of a dog boutique, started a chat with a perverted justice decoy who was posing as an underage boy. Ryan asked the boy several explicit questions, and he also claimed that he was performing a certain act while they were talking. I don't want to say what it is, but I know we all know what I mean. When the decoy asked Ryan if he wouldn't tell anyone that he was gay, Ryan answered that he wouldn't tell anyone as long as the decoy performed a certain act on him. So basically, you're blackmailing this young person. Then it says he added that if he did all this stuff with the boy, he didn't want to go to jail. Well, Ryan, I got news for you. All right, let's head over to the Sting House and see what happens when Ryan McIntosh shows up.
Meet 23-year-old Ryan McIntosh, screen name Q.
What the? He looks like some kind of like wannabe CIA agent. Some person that went along with their dad to work one day and he wore a suit. He looks like a young Maurice Wolin. If someone was playing Maurice Wolin in a high school play, this is what they would look like. He looks like he's like already balding. He looks like a 40-year-old man who's also 20. I don't know. It's enough picking on him. Let's just go.
X4 boy, 19. He owns a high-end dog boutique. He's here to meet a boy who told
a high-end dog boutique. Okay, what the hell is a dog boutique anyway? I honestly don't know. Someone let me know.
him online he was 14. The decoy says, "You won't tell anyone I'm gay, will you?" And QX for boy 19 replies, "If you don't tell anybody, you blanked my blank."
Blanked your blank.
Dell from Perverted Justice, playing the male decoy, invites him in and scoots behind the door before he sees her.
I just like how they're like, okay, we need a very masculine decoy because this guy's coming for a boy. All right, Dell, get out there.
Watch TV or something. I'll be right back out, all right? All right.
Who's the most manly person we have on the team? Frag. Sorry, Dell beats you, Frag.
Why don't you make yourself at home here? Have a seat. What's going on?
Not much, how are you?
Like many other men caught in our investigation.
How are you? Well, Chris is doing fine. He's getting paid to be here. You're the one that's not doing so good.
Investigations, QX for boy 19 insists he didn't come here for sex with a young.
I was just going over to hang out, and I felt like I'd be more big brother more than anything.
Oh, big brother, are you?
I do
Big
know.
brother.
Yes, so this guy, he looks very young. He's among the youngest predators. This guy is like Rob Klein level young looking, but he's still 23. It's still a very, very inappropriate thing for him to be doing. And the fact that he referenced the possibility of going to jail for this, he knows damn right well it's wrong and he knows it's illegal.
Yeah,
So you're coming over to be a mentor.
in a way, yes.
In a way. Funny, there's all these grown men that just really want to be mentors to these minor boys and girls. You know, they can be a mentor in, you know, just over the internet or over the phone, and it's never in you know, some sort of public appropriate place. It's never with the parents' approval. It always seems to be after a very graphic chat in the home where they're alone, where the young person is around with no parents home. I don't think that is the appropriate place to be a mentor. That is, it's stupid. No one wants random man from the internet to be a mentor to their kid. And what's he going to mentor? Like how to run a dog boutique? Other than that, what specialty does this guy have that he should be alone with a minor to mentor them? Mentor them in what?
And I'm sure you've heard that 20 billion times.
20 billion and one, counting to 9.
I had no
I don't think it's 20 billion plus one. It's probably under 20 billion, but I'm not going to be picky.
intention of having sex with him tonight.
Even though you explicitly said that you were.
What were you going to do?
Just hang out.
Yep. Another guy just wants to hang out with a young person so badly. It's not a normal thing. No one wants to hang out with teenagers. If you're an adult, you're kind of past that stage. Unless they're your kids or your family, have some reason to be with them. most normal, well-adjusted adults want to hang out with people roughly their own age because they have similar interests and that kind of thing. There's nothing fun about hanging out with a like, you would have absolutely nothing in common, and they're probably kind of annoying. No one wants to do that, except these guys, and they claim they just want to hang out.
But his chat log doesn't make it sound like he was just here to hang out.
You talk about
You could be hanging out with all your boutique dogs instead you're hanging out here.
penis size, whether he's got pubic hair.
He's like, that's not normal. You're not allowed to ask that stuff to a minor, especially if it's someone you're mentoring. If you're a mentor or a teacher or a coach or anyone in a position where you're helping out a young person, where you're in a position of authority, you can't be having that kind of chat with them.
You say you're horny. You say you're masturbating while you're talking to him. You talk about hooking up, and you say, if you don't tell anybody, you my
I said that?
You did. I said that. Yeah. No, Chris is reading from someone else's chat. Well, of course you said that.
And then you say, I don't want to go to jail. Do you recall that conversation?
I'm sorry I did say that.
I mean,
Something tells me this guy would have a rough time in jail.
the issue here is not gay or straight.
No.
The issue here is adult child. In the mentoring conversation that you're saying to me that you were going to have tonight with the 14-year-old, that's not what
Well, I
you were
didn't think we'd
saying.
necessarily have that conversation. Sorry, I was going to just come out and hang out and see what he's like.
QX
You were going to come and see what he's like. So basically, these guys have said that before. Like, they didn't fully intend to do all the stuff they discussed, which is very hard to believe. But they were going to come and just see. Even if that is true, like they didn't, like it wasn't necessarily anything inappropriate going to happen, that they were going to just see what they're like. There is no way that it's not going to happen that night or the second night or even the third night. There's no way they're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to wait until this person turns 18 before touching them. There's no way that's going to happen. If you're putting yourself in a position with a minor like this where it's a maybe kind of thing, or you're just going to see, what they're like, there's no way that these guys are not going to talk themselves into actually doing it. Whatever justification they need, well, they seem very mature, way more mature than I'm expecting. They'll find some sort of bullshit excuse to do it. After this kind of chat, when they're alone with this person, there's no way that they're not going to do it. You get the odd guy like Thomas Shin who says, we're not going to do that today, maybe next time. So it's like, yeah, maybe next time. That one cop even said that when he was talking to, what's his name, that Homeland Security guy. He's like, maybe not this time, maybe not the next time, but sooner or later it's going to happen. There's no way you're waiting 5 years to do this kind of thing. That is bullshit.
for boy 19 sits and talks to me for more than 10 minutes. Then amazingly, when I start to
I wish they had the whole chat.
tell him
uncut.
who I am,
Well, I got to tell you,
he already knows.
Dateline NBC.
I know.
And Have you seen the previous stories? You have.
And as you'll hear later,
What was your
the
impression
possibility of walking into a Dateline investigation wasn't enough to stop him.
Have you seen the previous stories? You have. And what was your impression of the earlier stories?
Nothing, they were very good coverage.
Good coverage.
They were good coverage. I seen one previous maybe a month ago.
Okay. And that didn't make you think twice about coming over here to meet a 14-year-old?
No. It wasn't coming over to some site. Or do anything with them. I was just coming.
It doesn't matter what you came to do. By this point, you've already committed a crime by having this chat online. Just that online part is enough to send you to jail. You traveling over after having that chat is enough to send you to prison for even longer. It doesn't matter what you claim you intend to do. You can't plan to commit a crime and then drive to the location of the crime and then after you're caught claim you weren't going to do the thing you said you were going to do. If that was the way the law worked, it would be you couldn't convict people of anything, right? We're trying to catch people before they commit this crime, before they rob the bank, before they commit the murder. You can't show up after describing exactly what you're going to do and then claim, oh, yeah, I didn't intend to do any of that. It doesn't work.
I talked to him.
And because he's seen a previous broadcast, he remembers what happens next.
I'm gonna walk out and they're gonna cop the path there.
That's not...
Yeah, it's going to be a guy in a swamp man suit who's going to tackle you to the ground.
It's not up to me.
No, yeah. Okay, thank you.
And just as
Yeah, get the hell out of here, you skinny bastard. Go get
he
arrested.
suspected, the police are waiting to arrest him.
Oh, guess Ghillie Suit Man isn't there this time. But all right, let's head back over to the wiki page and find out what happened to this guy afterwards. While in court, Ryan told his lawyer he didn't believe his interview with Chris was real and was drunk on apple martinis at the time. Why would you not think it's real? Even if you're drunk, you generally don't hallucinate a 10-minute long conversation with Chris Hansen. That doesn't seem real. Ryan asked the court to not use this interview with Chris as evidence, but the judge refused. He's like, hey, could you not use this really strong evidence of me committing the crime? Could you just ignore that part? No. Ryan spent 404 days in jail because he refused to enter a plea? What the hell's the matter with him? Is he an idiot? He grew impatient and finally pled guilty to one felony count. He received time served, was given lifetime registration as an offender, and placed on probation until 2010. On April 11th, 2007, before his TCAP trial concluded, McIntosh drunkenly crashed his car on a sidewalk in Fort Myers. He was arrested for driving under the influence, but possibly as part of a plea agreement, this charge was dismissed. Why would they that's dangerous. Why did they dismiss that charge, knowing he has a criminal history? McIntosh received a second DUI charge on New Year's Day of 2012, though it seems like the state decided not to prosecute this charge as well. What? See, repeatedly driving drunk, and they just keep, and he even crashes his car, and he has a criminal history, and he's on probation, and they just continually not prosecute? That's odd. Then it says Ryan is now divorced. I didn't know that he was married. Was he married to, I'm assuming he was married to a man. Yeah, I don't know the details of that, but yeah, this guy is not particularly interesting. There's a lot of the Fort Myers guys. There's like the 2 or 3 like all-stars of this episode. But for the most part, there's a lot of guys that are just not that interesting. But I kind of want to cover everyone and cover them again in greater detail because sometimes it's fun just to pick apart all the little details of them. So let me know if there's anyone you want me to cover, any interrogations you want me to do. And if you want to help support me, you can sign up to the members area where I have some exclusive content. And also on my Patreon, I'm putting up quite a few videos over there. I'm doing takedown episodes and some newer stuff that I'm not allowed to upload here on YouTube, but it's over there on Patreon. So the link is in the video description if you want to help support me and get extra content. So I really appreciate everyone watching, and I'll see you all next time.